Easy Mutt Coins provides safe Madden 22 coins, and they have the cheapest prices among all the sites. It's a trusted website. Please use my code GS to enjoy 5% off, and make sure you follow their official Twitter at EasyMutt1 for coin giveaways and more. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy GS. Welcome back to another Madden 22 video. Today we have an amazing gameplay for you guys. We are watching round one of the MCS tournament where we have Joke going up against Fancy. And this turns out to be one of, if not the greatest MCS games I could remember that I've seen in the past few years. This game is absolutely wild. An insta classic. Just an absolute beautiful game between both opponents. And the way it ends is wild. So again, this is round one of the MCS tournament. This is played on Next Gen, and we have Joke wearing the Tennessee Titan uniforms, and we have Fancy in the Dallas Cowboy uniform. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Joke, who is on offense right now, Joke is primarily known in the community as one of the best defensive minds in the game. Primarily, defense is his mastermind, right? That is what he does. He's usually very tough on defense. And offense, you know, he's usually not the best on offense. And that's where, you know, he can have trouble every once in a while. But when he does win, is usually because of tough, great defense. And, you know, he just musters up enough points on offense. The one belt that he did win, he took a lot of hatred because he had a punter at QB. And he was just handing the ball off every single play. And he ran his way to a tournament victory as Darren Waller gets in the end zone after breaking 19 tackles. I counted all of them. Look at him just, you know, cracking the neck a little bit. Got a little bit of yesterday's dinner up in there in the top two. He's going to go in there and clean that out. Get ready for the smile, baby. As he goes on ahead and scores a touchdown, putting him up 7-0. Again, Joke style is very heavily sided on defense. And offense is, you know, not his strong suit. But this year, he's in bunch. And bunch is a very popular formation this year. Extremely popular. You're going to see pretty much everyone throughout the tournament running it. And a lot of people run bunch. And one of the things that you're going to see in bunch, a lot that they go to, is having the tight end on a flat route. I have yet to play Next Gen because I can't find one anywhere around here. But from the people I've talked to, from the gameplays that I've watched, you know, zones are, you know, definitely pretty fluky on Next Gen as well as current gen. And they take advantage of having the tight end on a flat route and a lot of running backs on a, well, not a lot of running backs, but a lot of running back routes, which include, you know, in routes, out routes, and right there just a little flat from the running back. And in order to try and stop it, you got to try and set your flats to about 5 or 0 to try and stop that. And then you got to worry about the deeper crossers and things like that. But so far, Joke being up 7-0. And if you think he's going to win the game, as he gets a beautiful sack right there, you would figure it's going to be just like this. You know, get a stop, you know, get a score here and there, and just rely on the defense. Looks like he might have had the first down right there, but you can see Joke's excitement on the left side. He does not come down with it. Fancy drops the ball. Joke already starting in great field position, already guaranteeing himself 3 as long as he doesn't get a turnover here. And he's going to go on ahead and run the ball for a big first down, getting near the goal line and getting closer to the second quarter as well. So, again, Joke is in bunch this year, which is definitely, you know, a shocker because he's not known, you know, for his offense. But he's actually throwing the ball, passing the ball a lot. You know, definitely something different that we're used to seeing from him. Usually, you know, safe Madden, ball on the ground, and just relies on his defense. But defense this year, it's tough. It's definitely tough. With the slower momentum that we're used to on defense, speed-wise and change of direction-wise, it's tough getting your guys in position to stop a lot of the route combinations that these pros be coming up with. They're very difficult to stop. But Joke, with one stop already in his back pocket, is maybe one stop away from putting this game away, already up 10-0. Fancy rolling outside. He's going to go on ahead and hits one of his favorite receivers in Joey Galloway. You're going to see his name called a lot from Fancy. Most of the QBs that are, well, not most, I'm saying that wrong. Most people have Daniel Jones at QB, and there goes that flat that's so very difficult to defend. They have Daniel Jones for a couple reasons. One, he's very fast. He's got about 85 stock speed, and he's able to get the beautiful run right there by Fancy to end up giving him his first score of the game. Daniel Jones has inside dead eye, and if you guys don't know, inside dead eye is like glitch. Unless you're under pressure, you get the under pressure inaccurate throw. Every throw is going to be accurate, whether you're on the run. It's dashing dead eye times 1,000. You never have to let go of right trigger. You can throw on the run. You can throw across body. You're never going to miss a throw. He's one of the few that gets set feet lead as well. So you can go on ahead as we take a look at the replay at that run play from Reggie Bush from Fancy. He gets set feet lead, so he gets a little bit more zip on the pass, so the ball kind of doesn't, hang in the air a little bit, doesn't lollipop in the air. You're able to throw more a direct spiral, quick bullet pass to the target instead of that ball hanging up in the air, giving the defense enough time to go on ahead and react. So set feet lead, inside dead eye is what most people are going to have on him. And again, the running back out of the backfield, it's an issue. It's an issue that, people are having, tough time stopping. As you can see, he's continuously going to his running back out of the backfield. He's having him on table routes. He's having him on ins, on outs. I believe both guys have their Reggie Bush with backfield master, which allows them to have 4 additional hot routes with Reggie Bush in the backfield. Right here, standing in a pocket, and that is another dynamic that he brings to the table, is that he's fast. He's very fast, and he can take off. And as of now, I would say if my life depended on it and I had to play a game of Madden Ultimate Team, Daniel Jones is my quarterback. He's the best quarterback in the game. Right there was such a beautiful play by Brian Dawkins as Fancy tries to hit right in between the hash marks and it's incomplete. Brian Dawkins with the acrobat ability. Fancy was rocking 6 acrobats on the field, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe Joke is rocking the exact same abilities on defense as well. There's acrobats all over the field. This game definitely is a very pass-heavy game, so you want to try and hope that you guys are close enough to give you that diving swat or diving interception animation, and Brian Dawkins just made one hell of a play. If Fancy comes back to win this game down 10-0, that play was such a key point in him being able to make this comeback because Joke was very well on his way to go on ahead and, go up at minimum 13-7 and probably take the rest of this quarter out. But Brian Dawkins had other plans. So Fancy's working on his way of tying the game right here. 39-yard line. Y is wide open, but he's going to roll out. He has his delay fade. He's going to just keep him in and take off. And that's what you're going to see a lot. You got your delay fades, you got your running back routes, you got your ins, your outs, and there, as you can see, both guys are, just dominating in the flat, having a lot of success in the flats, and they're just having trouble. Once nothing's there, you got Daniel Jones with that speed to be able to take off. And just like that, we're going to head into halftime with the 10-10 tie. So Joke taking an early 10-0 lead. Fancy able to come back and tie the game, goes on a 10-0 run himself, all starting with that beautiful run from Reggie Bush and then a terrific play by Brian Dawkins to go ahead and get that acrobat interception. So here's where things get a little interesting. Now, when you're playing someone of Fancy's or Joke calibers, they don't make many mistakes. They really don't. Whenever they do make a mistake and you're unable to capitalize on it, it gets very, very frustrating. And you're going to see like little passes like that are so close that can go either way. That right there is not a good read. It's not a good throw. And Fancy would probably be the first to tell you it's probably not his best read, not his best throw. It's like almost smothered, but he comes away with it. And he had a couple plays like that this game where they were so close and they just didn't go in Joke's favor. And again, when you play someone like Fancy, he can go a week without making a mistake. But when he finally makes one and you're unable to take advantage of it mentally, that just got to be so frustrating, man. A lot of kudos to Joke, because when something like that happens to me, as he throws a hot one towards the back of the end zone, but he drops it, I get frustrated. It dictates my play because I'm so salty about it. Right there, Joke not happy. The guy's, like almost there in range. He's definitely in acrobat range, but no animation. And Salty's going to go on ahead and take the lead for the first time this game as Joke drinks his Michael Jordan special stuff given to him from LeBron James himself. And by the way, Joke is a big LeBron James fan. So you can see my man Joke stressed out, looking like a scientist with that hair. He's just, oh man, from 10-0 to Fancy going on a 17-0 run. Now, mind you, Joke is not known for his offense. He's known for his defense. So this is where you want to be when you're playing Joke. You want to be with the lead. You want him to, be forced to, have to come from behind. And right there, speaking of from behind, Revis not able to catch up to the wideout right there, streaking on the right side. Beautiful streak. Gets him in field goal range, but of course, Joke got another plan in mind. Other than settling for 3, he definitely wants to go ahead and try and tie this game. So Joke's going to roll out to the left right here with Daniel Jones. Nothing is there. He's going to throw the ball away. Big third down right here. See if he can avoid the big fourth down. And he goes to actually, no, that was fourth down. Excuse me. Beautiful. And I mean beautiful curl route right there. And as I was watching this, I thought for sure Joke was going to take us 3 because it's very risky. If you do not get that first down, Fancy's up 7 with the ball. He's on a 17-0 run. Game is probably going to be over. I thought he was going to take his 3. I was a little shocked that he actually went for it, but he did. He went for it, picked up the first down, and ended up scoring a couple plays later. And as you can see, he's just saying to himself, come on now, if he makes a mistake, let's take advantage of it. Right there, another mistake. Fancy definitely did not see the extra defender on the left side, but Joke's guy just swats it instead of going for the easy pick. He threw it right to him. And Joke does not come away with the turnover. So again, another mistake from Fancy that he's able to escape from it by not getting the turnover. And another frustrating situation. Again, I put myself in their shoes. If that happens to me, I'm so livid. I'm probably calling goal line for no reason because I'm so beyond frustrated. Joke is trying his best to stay poised. Not only are you playing one of the greatest players in the world, he's not paying for the few mistakes that he's made so far. And right now, already in field goal range to take the lead, Joke is going to got to try and hold him here to 3 and see if you can just not let him in the end zone. 3rd and 7, standing in the pocket right here. He's going to go in and throw to the left side. And another tough throw, another possible interception situation. And another play where Joke is just like, you've got to be kidding me. Again, these guys do not make many mistakes. I promise you. I've played one of them. I played him or Salty, one of them. Like in Madden 16, they beat the hell out of me. Beat me like I owe them child support. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I blinked my eyes. I'm down 34. My left eye was black and blue. What the hell happened? They beat the hell out of me. They don't make many mistakes. But when they do, and they don't pay for it, it's got to hurt. So Joke does a very good job of holding him to 3. So obviously right here, you just want to work your way. Just get in field goal range and try and work, on getting a touchdown from there. At least that's what I would try to do. Not really worried about 6 here as much as I am 3. Just get in field goal range and then from there, try to worry about 6. But, who knows? That's why I'm at home watching. Joke probably has nothing on his mind about a field goal whatsoever. He's thinking 6 or bust. 2nd and 5 right here, nearing midfield. He's going to release his running back. He's actually going to throw the ball right to the right sideline just before he passes the line of scrimmage for the first down. Now, he is very close to getting into plus territory and getting close to that field goal range where he's able to tie the game at minimum. Right there. Speaking of tight throws, that was one. That was one where if Fancy got an interception, I would have been like, okay, I could see it. I could see why. That right there was a tough throw. Fancy wasn't the only one making reads that were questionable. That was a tough one. But Madden giveth and Madden taketh away. Joke with a very small window comes away with the pass and scores a touchdown. Me personally, I would have liked him to have gone down at the 1 just to take a timeout, maybe a little bit of time away, because you've given this offensive mastermind a whole lot of time to try and come down and score a touchdown. That's the only thing that worries me is he has a lot of time. And right there, Waller with the delay fade goes all the way after the spin, an extra 15, 20 yards. And right now, with less than a minute remaining, he's going to take off with Daniel Jones, gets the first down, and he's going to get down. Now, Joke is not calling any of his timeouts. He's saving them. And that right there was just a beautiful play. That was a hot one. Split the hashes right in between, right in the back of the end zone. And that was an absolute beautiful play drawn up by Fancy. Now, Joke, because he saved his timeouts, has all 3 of them with 40 seconds remaining. And in Madden 22, that may be enough time. And just look at the play again. Just look at the play. Absolutely beautiful call right there. And he is absolutely excited. He is 40 seconds away from moving into round 2, taking on one of the world's best players. So right here, nothing open. Joke is going to go on ahead and throw the ball out of bounds. 2nd and 10. And this is where Joke starts to dial it up right here. You know, not only is he converting these plays, he's getting out of bounds, conserving his timeouts. And again, he's going to go on ahead and do the exact same thing on the left side this time. Get some extra yards right there and heads out of bounds again. And you see Joke, really just taking advantage of the flats just being left open. And, you know, I'm sure Fancy is just trying to not give anything deep, you know, just giving the underneath stuff as Joke is little by little dinking and dunking his way closer and closer into field goal range as he gets there. So he's going to roll out right here. Nothing open. He's going to throw the ball out of bounds. 4 seconds remaining. He's going to go on ahead and settle for an iced field goal, and he absolutely nails it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed into overtime. And I'm thinking whoever gets this ball is going to win. This game has already been amazing. Whoever gets ball is going to win this game. And me, I don't know if you guys are familiar with me with the pro scene, but Joke actually is my favorite pro player, and I'm hoping he got ball first, and he did it. And I'm thinking, whew, he's got a tough task. Stopping Fancy is not going to be easy. So Daniel Jones in the pocket, and Joke actually starts the defensive drive with a huge sack. And on the ensuing play, 2nd and 20, he gets another sack, pinning him on his own 2-yard line. And Joke is completely fired up. 3rd and 33, he goes to the check down to Reggie Bush underneath, and he gets several yards. 4th and 15, and what is Fancy going to do? He's going to go for it. Now, Joke calls a timeout, very important timeout, because that's his last one. And Joke catches an interception on the sidelines. He is already at field goal range. He is going absolutely bananas as he knows he is a field goal kick away from winning this game and moving into round 2. And he's just going to settle for a few runs, just try and get some yards on the ground. And Fancy is holding tough, not giving up any yards. 2nd and 11, loses yards. 3rd and 13, a few yards right there. 4th and 12, Fancy having 2 timeouts. He's going to ice Joke and just hope that he misses the field goal. But Joke already shown that he can easily hit an ice kick, as he did, to get in this situation to make the game tying kick to go in overtime. And he went, no, he doinks it. He doinks the field goal. He doinks the game-winning field goal. Now all Fancy needs is a field goal of himself to win the game. Now it's sudden death rules. Whoever scores first wins. And Fancy just got a second chance at being able to move to the second round. Joke once again has to try and stop one of the best offensive players in the game. 2nd down right there, another tough throw, but he comes down with it. Big 3rd and 6 right here, standing in a pocket. He rolls out to the right, and nothing much there, but he does come away with the reception. 4th and 7 here. Fancy is going to go for it. If he does not get it, that puts Joke in a situation again where he's very close to field goal range to win the game. Does Joke have what it takes to get the stop? Notice the cornerback on the left. He is active with universal coverage. I'm thinking, okay, Fancy, he just can't throw anywhere near him, because if that guy touches whoever tries to catch the ball, he's going to drop it. So I'm thinking he's not even going to throw to it, except he's wide open on the post. He possession catches it, and he drops it. Universal coverage just may have bailed Joke out to win this game. Fancy with a beautifully drawn up play. He drops it because of the universal coverage. But Joke isn't out of the clear yet. He's not in field goal range. He has to get at least a 1st down to get in field goal range. And Fancy still has the timeout. So Joke will be kicking another iced field goal if it comes down to it. Fancy just a scotch behind that one for picking that off. 3rd and 6. Joke's going to take off. He takes a hit, but somehow Daniel Jones holds on. And once again, it's that same situation. 51-yard field goal to win the game. Fancy's going to call a timeout to ice him. Will Joke make this kick to send him to the second round and put the cherry on top of one of the greatest MCS games in recent history? And he absolutely nails it. That right there was such An amazing game. Amazing game. It was a beautiful game to sit back and watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Shout out to both competitors. That right there was one of the greatest competitive games of Madden I have ever seen. I was on the edge of my seat watching it live, and Joke squeaks away with the victory. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, it's your boy GS. We're going to go ahead and be signing out. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.